Welcome back to With or Without Sugar. Today, we're in Barcelona in Spain. We're not really in Barcelona in Spain, we're in Johannesburg, South Africa, but thanks to the wonders of modern technology, we're able to be chatting live to Rory Mudie, the Managing Director of Redbox Mobile, who is in Barcelona at the Mobile World Congress. Rory, thanks for joining us and welcome to With or Without Sugar.
Yeah, thank you very much. Just to kind of warn our audience, this is the biggest mobile conference in the world, and without doubt, it's exhausting. You know, you start at 8:30 in the morning, and you kind of finish at 8:15 the next morning, and then punch straight through. So apologies for the sound of my voice. It's had a very good battering. I was out with the Apple guys last night.
Well, good. If you're a win in Barcelona, you should be doing that kind of thing. Rory, first of all, tell us, please, if you would, about App Store Optimisation. This is not something that many people are familiar with, and I think if you could give us a bit of context as to what that really means.
So simply put, the concept of search has been around for years. A user will go into the App Store and they will search for whatever service or function they're trying to fulfill. So in most cases, it's time sensitive. I want train updates, or I want the latest news, or I want information, or I want tickets, or whatever. So a user will go into the App Store and write words, and it's our role to make sure that the app that functions the best against those words ranks as high as possible inside the App Store.
So, I mean, this is pretty important news for brands today because, I mean, apps are the thing, aren't they? It's what most brands are really investing heavily into.
As a trend, it's really not going to go away for at least the next kind of 5 years. So if you can consider that 80% of your time spent on the mobile device is inside an app, and the discovery of those apps is through search, we're in a really, really hot space, and it's really timely, but also it's simpler and faster for the user to have a native functioning app where the quality of content is high and delivers a great performance.
Give us some of the principles of what one does to optimize an app's performance in an app store. I mean, what are the things that you do that make an app perform in a search better than another?
So to understand the process that we go through, it's really important to understand the difference between black hat and white hat ASO. Now, black hat process is a way of tricking the algorithm, manipulating the algorithm for whatever reason. We operate a white hat practice. And what that means is it's important that we work in total harmony with the algorithm and abide by what the algorithm's core intention is. And what that is to marry up a user with the right app. And it's very simple. The user downloads the right app, they're likely to use it, they're likely to keep it, and come back using it.
Yeah, so basically, as I understand it, the black hat process is kind of trickery to cause users to encounter an app regardless of whether what they're really searching for is related to that, in the hope that they will take it up nonetheless. Whereas your white hat process, if I'm getting that right, makes sure that they're being aligned to the appropriate app or apps for the search terms that they're using.
That's absolutely spot on. So, if you translate or transfer those same theories and you build a buying strategy that says, I'm only going to buy words that are relevant and that are appropriate and that are going to drive the right type of user to my app, then that is the correct buying factor. So the natural next step is to take those words that are performing well for you and run a strategic buy strategy against that with bid optimization to maximize the downloads. And I think the really important takeaway for any of the audience that takes a kind time to listen to this is statistics on conversion don't lie. So we're achieving 57% conversion rate. So you see an advert, if somebody engages with that advert, 57% of people are downloading the app, engaging with this.
Excellent. Okay, let's talk for a moment, if we could, about Mobile World Congress.
I've been attending MWC for about 17 or 16 odd years, and
right.
You know, it really has become a monster. There are halls the size of football pitches, and there's 8 or 9 of these crazy things, and The tempo, Giles, is I mean, it's absolutely insane. The audience is really pumped. People are here to do business. They know why they're here. So to kind of the structure around NWC, it's just grown bigger and bigger and bigger. It's moved from France to Cannes to different parts of Barcelona, and it's resided here for the last sort of 6 years. And we're in Fira, which is a little bit out of town.
I presume all the biggest of the biggest brands are there?
There is every brand that needs to be in mobile is here, except for one, and that is Apple. So Apple, this is very much an Android gig. Every stand has got some form of virtual reality. But again, let's caveat that I still can't see the mainstream use of virtual reality. If I put a headset on and I'm inside a movie, that's a big blockbuster movie with some famous people, and then yeah, that would be great. If I'm looking at houses and properties, that would be great, but it's still a little bit too limited for me. I think that's going to be quite big in the next year, give or take.
I've heard this term, we've all probably heard this term, the Internet of Things, but a lot of people are puzzled by what that means. Can you give us some practical reality of what we mean when we say the Internet of Things?
If you can imagine your machine, whatever that machine might be, giving you live information. I mean, if we dial it right back to a vending machine running out of vending stuff, sending a message to a courier company who then comes and fills the machine back up. I mean, the Internet of Things is very generic. And that's why spin-offs are becoming more accurate. Vehicle, connected cars, smart cities, the function of asset tracking, the function of basically a machine being intelligent enough to say when it needs something or when it needs a consumer. It's how I would position that.
What has been your biggest eye-opener out of this year's Congress?
I mean, there's quite a lot, but I think a lot of it just seems quite same old, same old. So a couple of bits of gold. One of the pieces of function that I really liked is, so if you imagine your phone, but imagine the designer being able to understand what the consumer is actually doing via his device. Okay, let's just say I tap here, 20 times, and this link is just a pretty picture, and it doesn't enable anything. Yeah, that information is fed back to the brand that the user's tapping this because he thinks he should, and it's not doing anything. That type of insight is very, very clever. I really like that deep understanding of user behavior in this tiny little site. I thought that was a clever use.
Of all the stands and brands, which one has impressed you the most?
It's really disappointing because I can never pronounce the brand properly, but it's Huawei or Huawei. I can't say it properly. Sure, but I will show you their stand. All right, where do we go? I mean, let's just see if you can see it. But let's see if you can see that.
Yes.
But those aren't really clouds. It looks like it's on the moon, and you've got clouds floating, but you've got clouds floating below, and you look like you're walking into a cloud, and it's really stunning, actually. Okay. I'd love to have a slice of that, but I'm sure that's cost them $3 to $5 billion.
Obviously done to enhance the fact that they're talking about cloud storage, cloud computing. Coming then out of Mobile World Congress 2017, what would you say is going to be the most important thing that brands should be paying attention to in the mobile world for 2017 and beyond?
There's two types of businesses that really operate and function here. There's the have-tos, so that's HTC or Lenovo or Microsoft or that have to have a strong presence here. And I think they have to be here to put a statement out into the marketplace. There's a second tier of people, and I very much fall into that. And what those tier are is the people that have to make money out of this show. This is a big shop front for them, and leaving this show, if you don't follow some really strict instructions, it's just a really expensive exercise. So you really must contact all of those leads. You really must engage with the people that are taking time to be on the stand. And success and failure of this show falls really heavily into your follow-up behavior. I mean, I've got a stack of cards like this, 40 will be value out of the 200 or 300.
Well, Rory, it's been fantastic chatting to you on With or Without Sugar. Very jealous that you were in Barcelona, and wish we could have done this in person. But perhaps next year we'll be able to attend the Mobile World Congress. Enjoy your last day. We'll speak to you soon. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on With or Without Sugar.